guys, welcome back. It's your girl Bree. Hope everybody's doing well. Today we are doing a story time. So I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit more about me doing these story times. If you guys like them and thumbs them up, then I'll do some more. But before we do all that, before I tell you about the time that I got caught in the act, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thumbs up the video and hit the notification bell. That should be also down below. Hope everybody's staying safe. Hope everybody's being productive and positive. And without further ado, let's get into the story time. Before we get into story time, let me show you what I'm eating now. Delicious strawberries and grapes. I have a mango peach cocktail, which I've already been sipping on, and have the company of you. So let's get into the video. Okay, so this story started out in 2006. I currently live in the DFW area, Dallas Fort Worth area, and at this point in time I was pretty new here because I'm originally from Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. And so I was pretty newly single. I just became of age, so and I had just got my own apartment. So I was ready to meet some people. So I decided to get on this chat line. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably familiar with it. It's one that was advertised, or it probably still is advertised at night, called Live Links. And so I decided to get on the chat line and just talk with some people. So there were several different characters on. Some decent, some were just like out of the box. So I did meet quite a few people, which I don't recommend because if you're on the chat line, you don't see the people before you meet them. You don't know who is on the other side of the phone. Could be anybody. So I don't recommend doing it. I was young and dumb when I did it, so I don't recommend it. So I ended up meeting this guy named Tobias. So Tobias was really cool. He and I, we hung out a lot. Before meeting him, all I really did was like go to work, come home, watch TV, fall asleep, drink every now and again. At this time, I used to smoke, so smoke. And then that was pretty much my life. You know, I hung out with my family sometimes, but I was pretty much inside a lot of the time. So Tobias was cool. We hung out. But Tobias was also, he was really still dealing with his baby mama. So I really couldn't take him serious. So I just kept meeting people off the chat line. So I ended up meeting this one guy named Robert. He was cool. And yeah, we started hanging out. I was still hanging out with Tobias, but he was more so on like restriction because I guess he was still having some dealings with his baby mama. So it's like I didn't really have time to wait for him. So I just kept on doing my thing. He was doing his thing. And so that was just one particular night, well, one particular day that I was supposed to hang out with the guys, but he was unsure. He was unsure if he could come. So I went ahead and made other plans. So I made plans with Robert. And so it was at the point where Robert was getting ready to be on his way. Then out the blue, Tobias texted me and let me know he's on his way. So keep in mind, he's driving from Greenville, which was like an hour away from where I live. And he's also coming with his cousin, who also made plans to drop him off by me and then take his car and go do whatever he was doing. So Robert shows up. I tried to call him ahead of time and try to cancel, but I couldn't reach him. So he shows up. And then I'm like, oh, now I gotta find a way to make up some kind of excuse for the vibes. So I didn't know what to say. And then at the last minute, I just decided to just write a note and say I was gone. I told him I left the house and I wasn't gonna be back until the following morning. So I wrote a note and I left $20 for gas for him. I felt bad about it, but I didn't really know what else to do, so I went ahead and just did that. So the guy Robert, he knew something was going on. He tried to read the note, but I wouldn't let him read it. So I just put it outside and just went ahead and just like went into another room because I didn't want to be close to the living room because that's where Tobias was going to be when he knocked on the door. And so Tobias comes, he knocks on the door, there's no answer, and then he reads the note. And then I can hear his response. So he was clearly frustrated about it. So, you know, I had just waited a little while to see if he was gone. I didn't hear him anymore. So I'm like, okay, he must be gone. I was still feeling bad about it, but I decided just to go ahead with my night, and then I was gonna like try to, you know, catch up with him the next morning. But that didn't happen. So I'm chilling, and then I hear something by the side of the apartment. Keep in mind, I live on the second floor. At the time, I was living on the second floor. So the light was off, and I hear something. I'm like, what is that? So lo and behold, it's Tobias lifting the bedroom window up and climbing in through the window. And I was so surprised. I was like a deer in headlights. I didn't know what to say. He was like, what the? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. He just climbed back out. And then he's just outside cursing and stuff, and I tried to calm him down. But I felt so bad about it, like I didn't know what to say. He's on the phone with his cousin, telling him everything, trying to get him to come back and get him. So I told him to at least come inside and like wait in the living room while his cousin came, because I didn't want him to have him outside like at night, frustrated, just sitting there. Like I felt real bad about it. So he sat in there. It was like an hour or so, and then I heard the door close. And then I walked into the living room, and he was gone. And the following day, you know, I tried to apologize to him and stuff, but he was clearly upset about it, which, you know, he had every right to be. But I think he thought that we were in like some kind of relationship, and we were not at all. So I don't know, maybe he just felt played. I don't know. I guess I would have too. Anybody would, I'm pretty sure. So I kept trying to make it up to him, even though we weren't in a relationship. But you know, I just feel like that was wrong. The way that I did it was wrong, but I didn't know what else to do. So I mean, he still came around a couple more times, and the last time he came, he asked to borrow my game system. At the time, I had like a little GameCube I bought just so I could just play, because I was at home like I said, and I was bored. So I bought a GameCube to kind of occupy my time sometimes. And he asked to borrow it, and feeling it, you know, bad, like I felt about, you know, doing it like that, I let him borrow it. So that was the last time I saw him in person. We had conversations after that, but it just seemed like every time we talked, we grew further and further apart. And then the last conversation we had, we just kind of like had words, and it ended up with me blocking him, and that was like the end of it all. Which, you know, I still feel bad about, because he was a cool person, you know. And you know, if I could do it over again, of course I wouldn't deal like that, but yeah, that was the time that I got caught in the act. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.